Greetings everyone, BJ Weller back with you for another Indie Spotlight. Yeah, just a quick little stream this fine Sunday morning that we're streaming here. To get caught up on all the indie gaming that we need to get caught up on, and indie spotlighting, so to speak. So what have we got for you today? Signs of Darkness. Interesting little one here. So what it says here: kidnapped and thrown into the dark depths of the Undercity to die, you are rescued by an unknown ally. Eager to find the motive behind your abduction, you set out on an unexpected journey through the kingdom of Rosenfair. Master sorcery and swordsmanship to overcome the evil forces out to put an end to your existence. So, Signs of Darkness available on Steam. It is early access. It says here early access version 2.15. So, early access here looks like it was released to early access December 15th, 2017. Just from the looks of it here, it is a typical fantasy setting RPG type game, developed and published by Press Pause Games. So, let's see what else is here. Make a name for yourself by completing challenging quests throughout the kingdom, earn to gather loot, that kind of stuff. So, we'll see. We'll see if this is another Castle Torgif, or perhaps a Dark Souls. Who knows? We'll find out. So let's get on with it. Of course, let's go through our typical setup here. So let's go see what the settings are. I had a little bit of issue starting up with the game, and the game does recommend a controller at launch. When it fired up, and I could finally get it to fire up and not just keep not responding and all that kind of stuff, and get it to finally open in the window, which was an option in the config file I had to go into, which didn't work the first time, and then I put windowed mode also in the Steam startup options, and it still didn't look like it was going to work. Then I clicked on the window and it finally went into windowed mode. So I'm not exactly sure how I got into window mode, but I finally got into window mode. But again, that's one of those things. The options are right here. You can see it's window mode now, are pretty good resolution. Obviously everything's controller based here. We are of course always playing on PC. Map controls, invert access, quality level very high, so it's anisotropic. I do not see any volume options here. So I'm going to just turn the game volume down just a hair here. That way my voice sort of carries over the music at this point, and go from there. But yeah, again, early access, so really it's just the control menu here. So we'll spacebar jump, inventory I, heavy attack is the middle mouse button, light attack, right attack, so sort of action RPG-ish. Dive is cute, tab targeting, okay, escape, wasage, run, shift, interact, F, E. So it looks like we should be able to handle the control scheme all right. Doesn't seem like there's anything too unusual about that. Quality settings. That's pretty much it, what we got right now. This I would assume be the exit game, which we're not going to do. We're just going ahead and let's play the game. So at least the option menu is right here on the main screen. You can get it into window mode through that as well. So at least that's a plus. Graphically looking, looks pretty good. Okay, so we got options here as well. See if there's anything different. Music volume, sound volume. Here we go. So, okay. So let's just Alright, so here's our volume options. Okay. We'll just turn that down a bit more here. Just turn. So it sounds loud to me. Obviously, I'm not going to know how it sounds on the video itself until I play back the video. But there we go. And of course, I can't hear myself with my headphones. I got my Logitech headphones into our regular streaming rig now because I was just so aggravated with the staticky sound I got with the other ones in the jacks here. I think I got my jacks on my system here aren't the best, or have worn out over time, so to speak. But that's not a problem with the game. That's a problem with my poor system here. But okay, so new game. So definitely high graphics here. So you know, something you would more expect from a AAA game graphically wise. So we'll see how the system handles this as I'm streaming and recording. Don't know how well it's going to be, so we might have to turn down some graphic settings here, but we're going to go at it with what we can do right now. Let's go ahead and start a new game and see what happens here. Not responding. Well, we'll see. We'll see how far we get here. Again, you know, some of the issues we get here, partly my system here, since I'm not using the newer system, which I would like to do. Unfortunately, I just can't do that right now, and I didn't want to have to delay any further since we weren't able to do our Indie Spotlight-a-thon yesterday the way I wanted to. Chris level 1. Head age, wait, look. Okay, so character creation, all important in RPG. What's head age do? Nothing. Wait, here we go. So yeah, I am a little laggy, which, alright, so let's take a look here. Can we zoom in on him? Rotate him? Oh yeah, as you can see, yeah, we might have to turn our graphics settings down here. There we go. As you see, we get blur motion. So graphically speaking, yeah, I mean, pretty high detailed graphics here. Obviously, this is probably not going to come across quite as well through the stream or through our recording here. But I do have to tell you, the graphics look pretty good. The background graphics here look pretty awesome. Wait. So let's check out a side view of our fat boy here. Look. So I'm not sure what look does. Oh, I think that may change the face. Yep, that changes the face. So he's got an angry look now, all grimacing like. So basically changes the way his grimace looks. Yes, indeed. So he looks mad. He looks indifferent. So let's bring the weight down. We'll bring it down to that. Hair, torso, leg, footwear, start game. Hit points, max hit points, magic points, I would assume, attack, defense. Mat K, not sure. Magic attack, magic defense. Agility, dexterity, luck. So some of the classic RPG attributes there. Enter a name. Let's go Landamora. Not Landamoria, it's Landamora. Landamora, okay. Current name Landamora. I was about to say, it still says Chris up there, but it says Landamora here, which is good right here. It's one of the things where I wish we could zoom in a little bit closer on the face here. Bald. Style 1. Style 2. Style 3. Not impressed with the hairstyles at this point. Style 4. Let's rotate him like this. Style 5. Style 5 might have to be the ticket here. What's back look do? Okay, alright, so let's go back to hair. So we're at style 5 hair right now. Again, I'm not really impressed with the hairstyles at this point in time, but again, early access, hopefully something that more options will be added there. It looks like a dweeb. That's the best hairstyle. I like padded linen, leather, Alright, let's go leather. So it looks like we'll go for the leather look. Out of curiosity, what's the linen look like? Alright, just basically a color difference really is all. Leg wear, footwear. Let's see what the linen boots look like. Leather boots. There we go. Okay, I actually kind of like the look of the. So we could rotate up like this, but we just can't zoom in. I kind of like the look of the linen boots actually. I like the top down, so I think we're gonna go linen boots here. Leather elsewhere. I think that actually this looks more of the leather look to me. That really matches more than the leather does. Okay, now yeah, I can see a little bit more now. But I actually like that look better. So we're gonna go with this look. We'll go with the linen boots. All right, so some basic options here anyway. Hair. Yeah, definitely not. I might have to go style too then. Top knot. Alright. Yeah. I mean, the coloration on this one isn't the greatest. Definitely a low-res hairstyles here. I mean, when you compare it to the other guy, I mean, even the look of the leather armor, I wish I could zoom in. Because the detail on the leather armor looks really, really good. But, alright, we'll go with that hairstyle. Little less of a dweeb look there. Name we got. Alright, let's go ahead and start the game. Uh-oh. And we lose power. Wonderful. Okay. Good. We're just going to pick up where we left off with the power outage, and that was just about to enter the game here. Okay, power's back on. We're back. Let's go. Let's go ahead and start this game here. The game does mouse lock the cursor as well, I noticed, too. So, yeah. There we go. Looks like I might have to adjust the sound again. Seems a little loud again in the ears here, so we'll see. Once we load up here, loading. Again, I don't know how much of this is my system, how much of it is the game, but it's definitely takes a while to load up here. So I think, you know, it is early access, so I think there is some optimization that we have to deal with here. Alright, we'll press the escape key for options and controls. Okay, so that's, again, it doesn't bring up the sound options, however. Okay, so never mind. Alright, so this is where we're at. Again, we got the high options going, so good. At least we can change the options in the right in the game here. We don't have to exit out anything from the looks of it. So like I said, we'll go with it with these turned up options for now, and we'll probably have to turn things down. Yeah, so definitely action RPG. We got mouse look here going on. Let's again, like I said before, we had our power outage. The graphics are really incredible, and you can see, I mean, just the bioluminescence here of the mushrooms. A lot of stuff that is going to drain your the resources of your system. So you definitely want to have a pretty decent graphics card in your system if you're going to play this on high settings. So we're just going to run around here. So I mean, the controls feel responsive. Okay, so that was 2. 1, 3. So I don't know what the buttons down there do. This point in time, I've got myself selected. I don't know how to unselect myself. Maybe tab? Oh, tab doesn't do anything. So the being mouse locked right now, we can't, you know, there is no cursor in here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Alright, this is the right mouse button click, so it's, that's the only one doing something right now. Yes, I know, I got the little glowing, thing above my head, and I can't get rid of it. Just have to watch, because I can see my cursor at the edge of the screen here. So there's no, is there a map? Let's see if there's a map. Nothing mapped to the M key. So we don't know about that. Again, no way, no option to bring up the volume controls. So we got somebody over here. Looks like we can talk to them, but we'll run around here just to see. Can't really tell if that's, that may be water. Don't really know. It's hard to tell under the lighting conditions here. Let's see if we can get down here for a closer look. Got what the dive is. What's dive? Q is dive. That may be water. If it is, it's not, definitely not high-res water at this point, comparatively speaking to the rest of the graphics we got right now. Because again, if you look, I mean, it's everything looks pretty good here. And really, for the settings we've got now, that I'm not getting lag with streaming and recording this at this point in time on my at this point probably 8-year-old laptop, XPS 17 laptop I'm using here. That this thing isn't lagging and that OBS isn't throwing a fit at 720p output. It's pretty good. I mean, it is pretty good. So interact. Enter key? F. I think that's the F key, isn't it? Yes. F key or a button, I key or Y button for overall, for overview menu. I key. Okay, here's our inventory, so I presume... Oh, menu controls. WAS, up and down is WF. Okay. F accept E back time 1627. We are in the lower undercrypt. We have no gold. 710 hit points, magic points as we saw. 0 experience. 2030 to level up here to level 2. Still don't know what the bottom buttons do. So E back. Okay. So F. Okay, so I may want to turn up the game sounds and turn down the music. I can barely hear it. It is voice. I can hear the voice, but again, the music is a little bit overshadowing right now. Who are you? What happened? Enter or F? F. Okay. Wait a minute. Aren't you the apprentice, crazy old wizard? To that crazy old wizard that lives on the hill? I don't know. Apparently, I've lost my memory. Wizard. So F key to respond here. Never mind. I'm sure you're still a bit shaken up from that drop. Oh, so we fell. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, that wizard friend of yours disappeared from a town a few days ago after spreading word of a plan to overthrow the King of Rosenfair. Rosenfair? Boy, you must have banged your head pretty hard from the... Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, the wonderful washing machine, eh? Yeah, it's doing the household chores while we're trying to get a couple of streams done in here. Lurks, hey, fish! Fish Golf, thank you for the lurk. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, by the way. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, my God, not now, thank you. Let me do this, because I need to do this so I can see chat. If this is going to work. Come on. I hate when it doesn't show me chat on here because I need chat. There we go, thank you. So we'll stand you up like that, thank you. Can we go like that? There we go, that's the way we like it. A little bit impromptu stream here, just to get a couple indie spotlight episodes out of the way. Alright, interact. Okay, so where were we? Oh, yes. Haha, boy, you must have banged your head pretty hard. I fell on rocks. Yeah, I guess so. F key. You are in the kingdom of Rosenfair, my friend. Have you gone mad? No, that bump on the head, I think. The death of King Geoffrey occurred just days after that wizard had disappeared. What's really on my mind is why you, his apprentice, got kidnapped by those goblins and thrown down here to die. You must have really pissed someone off, that's for sure. Or they just, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, too, perhaps. I mean, they could have been after the wizard for all we know. Goblin bounty hunters aren't cheap these days, you know. I was out gathering resources when I spotted goblins dragging your unconscious body toward the graveyard shortly after they tossed you down here into the undercrypt. Before I knew it, I was blindsided, probably by a scout. He threw me down here as well. Oh, so you're in the same kit and caboodle as I am. You do look a little bit like a Cathar, don't you? As well. We must find a way out. By the way, the name's Zuri. I think there needs to be apostrophe there in the names, but that's okay. We're not going to worry about grammar police at this point, I think. Let's just see how the game is. We stand a better chance of getting hired together. You take the lead since you got us into this mess. Oh, yeah, sure, because I've got all sorts of ideas. Found some weapons over there. Here, take this. Dull longsword added. Okay. And we're going to travel together, and he disappears, and magically a door opens in the rock wall ahead of us. So Zuri is... oh, there he is. Hello. There's Zuri. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into inventory here. Accept. Let's go into our inventory. Got a magic potion. Okay, that's under number 3. Small potion flask is under number 2. E for back. Equipment. So let's check out our equipment here. Hopefully this is not real-time combat here, because if I have to go into inventory and do this kind of stuff to swap stuff out, it's going to be quite the problem. Oh wow, we can see his equipment too. So let's check out Zuri's equipment. F. No enter key here. So he has a dull longsword. There's a wooden shield. His accessory slot is empty. He has linen leggings and linen boots with an iron chest plate. His head is empty. Okay. Alright, let's head down to equipment here. F, please. Yep, my inventory. Right hand. So how do I equip? Do I hit number 2? Do I hit accept? Unequip. Ah, okay, here we go. So we just essentially just navigate through the menu. So that's all I got. I got no shield, no accessory. I got my leather leggings, my linen boots, and leather tunic. Oh, hang on. So we got an iron chest plate we can use now instead of the leather tunic. That might come in handy, so let's go ahead and equip the iron chest plate. And that swaps out the leather tunic into our inventory. Okay. Alright, so let's back out of this. And, alright. Back out of this. See where we're at here. Alright, so essentially the same chest piece that Zuri has. Let's see what we got here. So that's sort of, that looks like a block. Alright, there's a swing. There's a swing. Now, middle mouse button. Oh. Now, if I hold it down. Okay, so, yeah, alright. So it goes through a whole, you hold it down to go through your whole attack range there. Okay, so that's just a simple swing. The major attack here is quite a bit of combination there. Right. So we'll get into combat with high graphics, and I'm sure combat's coming up here, and then we'll see. Again, I should have taken the dive into the water, but seems like the water's glowing, so that might not be a good idea at all. Because the glow now from in here, you can see the glow's actually coming from the water as well. Bioluminescent water. Alright, let's see what this is here. Let's go ahead and interact with that. Oh, gold, take all. You absolutely will. The box is empty. Okay. Oh, I was about to say, now we have a quandary, so I got nowhere to go, but it looks like we can go up here. Let's go ahead up here then. Shift key or press L stick to sprint. Shift key. Sprint, sprint, sprint. Do I hold it down? Yeah, hold it down to sprint. Okay, that's fine. We'll just go at a normal jogging pace here. Destroy mage added. Okay, here we go. It'd help if I turned around and faced the mage here. Yeah, definitely action comp. Now you can see, yeah, a lot of blur here. Where is he? I can't see him. Yeah, so we'll definitely want to tone down the graphics here and see if that helps a bit. Face the mage. See, the problem is your attack carries you forward. Yeah, I'm just about dead here, I think. Can I use a health potion? Demora? Yes, absolutely. So it does. So the menu does pulse combat here. Okay. Let's turn around. Turn around. Oh. All right. Thanks, Zuri. Thank God for you. Exit the undercrypt. Okay. Interact. Let's go ahead and do that. You found a small potion flask. Okay. What's this here? Guess we can't do anything with this. Is that blurring? Yes, the blur is very intentional. Hey, cat. Alright, so we got that. Yes, as you can see, the blur is certainly intentional here. Yeah, now not having played any really high intense, I think the most graphically intensive RPG I've played of late was Vanguard Saga of Heroes. So I haven't played Dark Souls or anything like that, so I can't, compare it to how they do some of this stuff here, such as the motion blur when you're running and that kind of stuff. But what I do want to do right now Okay, this will become extreme on the eyes very quickly. Yeah, I mean, graphically, I mean, if you're standing still, I mean, graphically, the game, I said before, I mean, really, really looks good. But yeah, once you get into movement here, so let me see here, quality level, let's shadow resolution, and let's drop that down to 5. Let's go medium. So we got 3 settings here, low, medium, and high. So let's see what medium does. There's no, and we'll drop, we have 4 settings for shadows, low, medium. So let's take shadows down to low, because that's fine. And it looks like, I want to exit the game. We want to exit the menu. So let's see what it looks like now. As the game adjusts itself here. Game has the reckoning style, and that game has none of this nonsense. Come on. Oh, I thought I saw my cursor. Apparently I'm attacking rock wall. But I see nothing again. This is my system causing this little issue here, or the game. I'm going to say the reckoning. No, I've not made the reckoning either. Okay. Here's something. Okay. I don't think I was muted before, so I don't know what happened there. Hopefully I wasn't muted the whole time. It's just one of those days. One of those days. Seems like the whole weekend has been like that so far. All right. Because I want this to be default, so let's go to default, and I think we can still hear the game. Okay, good. All right, excellent. Yes, as I was saying, no, I have not. Yes, I know, I'm alive. I have not played that game. Dark Ritual, thank you for that. Thank you as well, Dark Ritual. Fellow Twitch Kitchen here. Alright, so, well, this episode of Indie Spotlight is going to be under some heavy editing as well. Dark Ritual. There we go. Yeah, it's Grand Theft Auto. Excellent. What were we saying? A reset? Yeah, Stronghold Kingdoms. Not a well, in Stronghold Kingdoms, there's wow, that rock wall actually looks pretty good. In Stronghold Kingdoms, there's something called a reset. A server, well, a reset, and what we mean when we say reset in Stronghold Kingdoms is that an individual player is reset by the server, which means he is wiped off that world due to either inactivity after a certain period of time, depending on the rank of the player on that particular world. If they haven't logged into their account, the server will just wipe their villages off the map. So we call that a reset, and you can also be reset by need to kill these bastards before they get back up. You have managed to escape with the help of Zuri, kill the remaining bounty hunters in the task, kill the bounty rewards. Okay. Okay. I did not really want to start talking here, but you can also be reset by being attacked by other players and having all your villages destroyed or captured. In essence, so that's a reset in Stronghold Kingdoms. That's what we mean by reset. Now, there's also going to be age change, which is what I think you are talking about. It's a dark ritual from British. Yes, exactly. What we're talking, what you're probably talking about, is the age change. That's, oh my God! Look the size of this guy. I don't. I have no choice. Now, I'm still facing the wrong direction. And we still have the motion blur, which is yes. I have no idea who's taking damage. I'm not hitting anything from the looks of it. Yeah, see, turn camera.
And that's back. Okay, there we go. So we've got our microphone. Don't know what's going on. I don't know whether it's partly because the game is doing something here, or it's just my system screwing around with my Logitech headsets. Yeah, so the game we can get.
Can I play your game?
No, you can go away and leave me alone. Thank you. Go upstairs. I will be up in a minute because this is a disaster turning into a worse disaster at this point. Not a moment's rest here. Unbelievable. Okay. So we got that. Let me just adjust my levels here. All right. So we'll see how long this lasts. Yeah, the music went out in the game, but we still heard the combat sounds. That's interesting. So the desktop audio is still functioning. It's just that we can't hear anything right now. And then for some reason my mic went out again. So this is going to be a very interesting episode here. All right, so let's close that out. Let's just wrap this up because obviously I'm not going to be able to do what I really want to do today. We'll wait until tonight after the kids are in bed to try to do our next episode here. But anyway, let's wrap things up here. Again, as I was saying, until probably my mic went out, it wasn't the combat between the blur. We do get a day-night cycle here as well, as you can see, between the motion blur here and just the problem is with the combat. Oh, look who's back. Is that normally in an action RPG where you control your movement direction with the mouse, with mouse look, you simply have to face your enemy like I'm doing here, like this, and go ahead and attack. And if there's somebody over here I want to attack, we'll go there. But as you can see, if I go to attack now, the character does not change direction to face the mouse look. So that makes combat a bit of an issue as well right now, because it's not where I'm looking with the mouse. Oh, and I just took the mouse out of the screen. Oh, and they disappear into the... So obviously a bit of a glitch here, and more glitch. because I have not stopped running yet. So yes, early access on Steam. Yeah, because now I am completely. Oh, wow! Sparks off the rocks. That's actually impressive. Yeah, because now I'm stuck in a just a running pattern here. All right, can I get back in the game now? Am I back in the game? All right. Yeah, so they're early access, $20 right now on Steam. At this point, I would say, yeah, kind of iffy. This is really almost alpha level. At this point, I would say, again, graphics look great, but that's right now. There's just I mean, just the combat system right now is just a real pain in the butt to try to do. Which I guess is why, again, you know, the game does recommend using a controller. It does not support, was it dual force feedback or something controllers? I said, but so that could be part of the issue, that it's really not optimized for mouse and keyboard either, which really for an RPG, you really, I mean, it's okay to support controller on PC, but you know, you've also got to make sure mouse and keyboard, especially for this. There's no reason why we shouldn't have a really usable mouse and keyboard system here. Obviously it's Steam, so this is not a console game, so now really you should make mouse and keyboard for a game like this the primary control system, and then have keyboard or controller support as the secondary system. But yeah, this is really it's really very difficult now to try to get lined up and to actually get an attack in on here. There we go. All right, I hit him slightly, because again, when you attack, the game moves you forward, which is an issue. Now I'm trying to think. I played another game that did the same thing. I forget what game that was. What game was it where you would start attacking and it would just it carries you forward past what you wanted to attack, and so you stop attacking. Oh, you know what? It's Age of Conan does the same thing. It's like when I attack in Age of Conan. Oh, I think I got him. I actually killed something. Does the same thing when you attack. The force of the attack carries you forward, which, I mean, from a realistic standpoint, it, you know, I'm trying to think, it you know, you will, but you can stand still. I mean, I've swung a sword before. I've swung a sword like this. I've swung bastard swords, and it doesn't, and that's what throws me off in Age of Conan. It just, you know, you're not carried forward like, you know, the weight will carry, you put your weight into the swing. But here it's like you're running as you're swinging, and that's not realistic to me. And so that's what makes the combat a bit of an issue here too, along with, you know, not being able to face using the mouse. You know, I can go like this. See, he turns now to face when he's running, but in combat he doesn't do that. So that needs a bit of work there, I'd say. All right, so I think we got something here to interact with. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll take that. Thank you. I don't know what happened to Zuri. Zuri's probably dead. I know Zuri's still there. He's got 299 hit points. I just don't know where Zuri's at right now. Okay, well, that's everywhere in Knight's major character move all over the place in combat, which is really annoying. Okay, yeah. See, that's the problem. I mean, if you're going to have an action RPG, you've got to. It's because, like, I play Neverwinter Online, and I don't have that issue. I mean, the combat controls in Neverwinter Online are so much more smoother, you know. And that combat isn't a chore like it is here in an Age of Conan. But again, you know, the game's in early access right now, so obviously it's you know, obviously unrefined. I mean, you can tell again the game went into early access mid-December here. You can see most of the work right now went into the essentially the background, the graphics of the background, stuff like that. Again, you know, the character hair is low res, but the armor's pretty decent, as we saw in the character creation earlier before our power outage. Oh, there's Zuri. Again, there's a few things that they're going to have to do, like the motion blur is going to have to be an option to turn off the motion blur, especially during combat, because that just makes combat even harder to perform right now. And just the combat movements, you know, they're going to have to eliminate this bit where each swing carries you forward, because it doesn't make it makes sense if your attack is pushing the enemy backwards, but as we just saw in the combat, that's not what happens. You know, so I'm swinging. Okay, so you know, the thing I'm attacking, they're backing up, they're defending. That would be the natural reaction, which would make this movement make sense. You know, the defender's backing up, I'm continuing forward with my attack, but the defenders don't back up. So that's where the key issue is with the combat right now, is that, you know, the swing, I'm coming in, I'm charging, I'm attacking you, so the defender should be backing up. The AI doesn't back up. The AI basically is static. It doesn't react to your swings, to your attacks. So that's what the problem is with this forward movement as you make your swings. So, you know, after the first swing, I'm already past the enemy and I'm hitting nothing. So yeah, the combat's going to need a bit of work here, but I mean, obviously we haven't gotten, you know, we haven't got much in the story. Typical RPG story, I guess you could say. Again, I mean, for an indie game, definitely above and beyond what we got with Castle Torgith when we played that Castle Torgith. I must say, it's a little bit more playable than Castle Torgith. I'll take this over Castle Torgith any day of the week at this point. We'll see. I'm going to keep an eye on this one, because this one may have a bit of potential. But again, for $20, you know what? Spend, I don't know what Dark Souls is on Steam. You know, 30, 40 bucks. At this point, I think, you know, for where the game is basically an alpha build in early access, $5. Yeah, I mean, I'd throw $5 at it to see how it develops. I mean, nice day-night cycles. I mean, again, right now it's the graphics are what it's got going for it. But again, it definitely needs some refinement and that kind of stuff. So that's it. That is Signs of Darkness. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I will certainly see how the development comes along. Hopefully, you know, it comes along more and becomes a little bit more playable at this point. I'll have to try it on my new system again. I'm definitely going to try it on the new system as well, the newer laptop, just to see. We got no sound now anyway either, do we? No sound from the game. So I think this is partly my system is having issues there. There we go. The sound's back in the game. But yeah, so I think that may have been my Logitech headset and my system not playing nice. But yeah, all right. Well, we'll see. Like I said, early access on Steam. If you want to throw $20 at it and take the risk and see, yeah, go ahead. But I personally, like I said, maybe $5 might be worth it, just to see. In the meantime, I think that's it for this episode of Indie Spotlight. I was going to do another episode. I was going to do, what was I going to do? Skylight game, but obviously, yeah, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to get through that today. So thank you for joining me today, Kat. Thanks for lurking, Fish. Thanks for the auto host there, Dark Ritual, fellow Twitch kittens. And we'll be back later on. We'll be back tonight so I can get another Indie Spotlight episode going. And I will definitely be back. Hopefully, fingers crossed, there's no issues. Monday for some Guild Wars with Zakat Kumi. We'll do a couple of Elonian adventures, and yeah, we're gonna have to do hard mode Dasha Vestibule, or whatever the chosen hard mode mission is in Guild Wars that Kat decides to torture me with. But in the meantime, thanks for watching this episode of Indie Spotlight, everybody. It's BJ Waller saying, until next time, I will see you in game. Oh, I forgot. I'm mouse locked. I'm mouse locked here. I've got the tab out. I should be used to that with the truck simulators anyway. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.